Hey there guys, this is Obsidian Chill. Got another video for you today. Now I didn't want to specifically touch on this subject. I had other things I wanted to talk about on here and on the forums, but I had an unexpected vacation from the forums, so I've been kind of sitting in limbo. And you know, with all the shit that's hit the fan the last few days here with the ban hammer dropping on the game, I thought I would address it. Not so much to shed more light on it, but shed it from a different perspective. Now, the glitches, I'm not going to go into how they were done. There's other videos out there that go into detail about that. But there's four glitches. One was the PC speed hack. That's become a lot more prevalent now as it was in the past. Like the PC speed hack, it's always been around. You've always seen it in PvP, stuff like that. It wasn't as prevalent. Like there'd be, the odd, player that would do it or something like that. But it wasn't as common in high-end content as it is now, because there's a YouTube video out there of a guy selling the program basically. So that's become a lot more prevalent. You see it in runs, in PV runs. The second glitch was a glitch that was a lot more popular. A lot more players knew about it and used it, and it's been around for months and months and months. And then the last two glitches is what all the ban was about, the stabilizers. Those two glitches involved the stabilizers and quirks. Those were the glitches that were focused on by this latest ban. Now, to get into a few misconceptions out of the way, first, OG Mentor's 400 people being banned is completely retarded and without merit. I don't know where the fuck he got that number from. He just pulled it out of his ass. So that is completely untrue. You can even check the census. Like the majority of the players that were banned are endgame players, or people at least running current content. And you can check even by the census that there's not enough to even remotely show up for the 400. The second misconception, if you've checked the forums, you'll see a lot of these Xbox threads about their players being banned. Those were mistaken bans. MEPS has already addressed that now. What it was is the system that the DCO used to ban everyone flagged certain things in your account. So it had to do something with either how many stabilizer keys you had on your account, total on the account, how many stabilizer keys you've used in your history or whatever, something along those lines. And that's why it flagged the Xbox accounts, because they had a pricing error on their marketplace like a year ago or wherever they said it was. So they could buy stabilizer keys a lot less, or the LexCorp pack that gave them a stabilizer key for $1 or something like that. Whatever their pricing error was, they could get hundreds and thousands of stabilizer keys. So that's not their fault. That's just a pricing error. We've had pricing errors before that we've taken advantage of. You can't ban for that, because that's not their fault. Is it unethical? Yes, but it's the same thing with my recruit rewards program. Spending $250 on a belt, was it unethical? Yes. Is it against the rules? No. Just like buying stuff on a broker or off the marketplace, if it's got a pricing error, that you can't get banned for that. So all those bans have been reversed. So none of those bans were correct on Xbox, at least. Everything else was. See, another misconception would be, lost my train of thought here. Oh, how it impacts the DCO economy. I've seen a lot of these people talking in threads and YouTube videos and comments saying like, "Oh, this glitch destroyed the DCO economy." I'm not sure if you're completely understanding that, or you're not seeing the bigger picture here. But this didn't actually destroy the economy whatsoever. It actually helped it. I know a lot of people can't grasp that concept, so I'm going to explain it here. This glitch did not create a big, huge influx of billionaires. This is not like money glitches in the past where you could actually make money yourself by doing this glitch. This glitch allowed you to open stabilizer keys, so you got all those collections, emblems, the gear pieces, whatever. So you still had to sell all those things you got from the time capsules to make your money. And the drop rates on those super rare collections, those void essences, those phoenix feathers, planetary checklists, those are always been really low. So the chances, even if you open 500 keys, the chances of you getting them are very slim. And even if you get it, it only sells for 100 mil. Like you're not, going from 0 to a billion, you're not going to get that just from a few rare collection drops. And because so many people were doing this, all the prices were driven way down in the broker because supply is very high and demand is very low. So you put up a gear piece, visitor back piece or visitor chest piece for 7 million. You check in the broker 5 minutes later, there's already ones for 2 million. So you're not making money because so many people are doing this and so many people are setting the prices from controlling the market that you're not making any money. All the material prices went way down. Time Torns were 50 mil, Phoenixes were 70, 80, negative Speed Force materials were like 80, 90. The only thing that sold for any kind of realistic money was like Cosmics, Nimbuses, Plasmics, or OG Smoke Ores. Those are the only things that actually held their value. And how do I know this? Because I fucking sold them. And I've been, I'm not, I've been somebody referred to as a DCO whale. So I know the broker. I've been following it before and after all these glitches. So I know how to make money in this game. And I had tons of money before and I had tons of money after. So even with these people banned, the prices now that the supply is going to go down because these accounts are being banned and they don't have those to sell anymore, demand is still going to be low, but supply is going to be low as well. So all the prices are going to go back up. So what I mean by this is all these casual players that didn't have tons of money, that didn't, obviously didn't do this glitch, they've been playing, legit, or they just started in the game, so they've only have like less than 100 million. They could never afford all these time capsule collections and everything. As in the past, because of all these people opening collections. So now all these people get their feats, all these people get their styles, their materials that they never could have afforded before. Because of this glitch, because the market's been so saturated by time capsule items that they're making their money back. Not making their money back, but they're not having to spend as much, so they get to keep more money. So in the end, not that I'm trying to justify this, I'm just saying that this whole situation helped a lot more players than it hurt the economy. It didn't really hurt the economy whatsoever. There's always been glitches that have screwed up the economy over the years, and this is just a pebble in the pond compared to some. So in the end, there were certainly money to be made from this glitch, but it was more a case of the rich getting richer. It wasn't a case of like a whole bunch of rags to riches stories that like, Jimmy signed on to DC, learned about this glitch, and now Jimmy's a billionaire. No, it didn't work like that. If Jimmy worked really, really hard, yeah, he could have made it a billion or billions. But Jimmy overnight is not going to become a billionaire. This was more of a case of the rich getting richer. Because the same thing, if you already had money before this glitch, you're buying up all these materials for low prices. You're buying these time corns, these phoenixes for 80 million, then you're just going to hold on to them for 4 or 5 months, and they're going to go back up to 160, 170, 150. People, you've already seen those solars and other crazy things, but people are now trying to set the market again. I just sold a Phoenix the other day for 180 million. That would never have happened during this glitch. Because now the broker doesn't have as many because either they've been banned or they're not posting them anymore. But yeah, I sold the Phoenix for 180 million. I would have only gotten like 85, 90 million tops during this glitch. So now people are starting to set the market again. The prices are going back up because this glitch is gone. So it's not destroying the economy. It's just another ripple in time in the economy. Yeah, so that's touching on that. And I wanted to also touch on why Meps made a post today. You'll see it on the forums. He said, time capsules have always done really well. They would have done better if so many had not been stolen. We introduced the exploit and we absolutely should have fixed it faster. We left the doors open, but that does not make it okay for anyone to walk in and steal from us. These actions have had and will have a real life impact on the people who work here and in game as a whole. Everyone loses. Perpetrating these actions and defending those who did is repugnant on all levels. So basically, Meps, speaking on behalf of Daybreak TCO, are really upset over this glitch because it's impacting their revenue. And why is that? Endgame population players, the top 1%, 10%, whoever you want to classify those players, those are the ones spamming replays and spamming Power Spec tokens. Casual players and the regular player, which is the overwhelming majority in this game now, are not spending massive amounts of replays. They may buy on a sale, they may use 1,000 replays here and there, but they're not going through 5,000 to 6,000 replays in 72 hours so they can get a full set of gear and then dropping hundreds of $1,000,000 on OP collections. Those are not those types of players. So what are those casual players? Those casual players, they do spend money on stabilizer keys. Why? Because they like the styles. They like customizing their character. They like all the other stupid styles, Kryptonite Wars and Crypto and all the other shit that comes in this game that I don't care about. They like all those cool styles. So they spend the stabilizer keys because they want those styles, because that's where the game puts them in now. On the flip side of that, end game population players also spend stabilizer keys because they want the skill points, and at the same time, possibly not end game population players, but players that want tons of skill points. Usually goes hand in hand, but not necessarily. The people who want skill points also have to buy stabilizer keys because they need all the skill points in the stabilizer in the time capsules. So basically, you have 3 groups of people all buying time capsules needing stabilizer keys. So that's where their primary source of revenue is. But in the past, it used to be replay badges. Now it's switched over to stabilizers and time capsules. That's why we have them every 2 months like clockwork, because that's their primary source of revenue. This glitch affected that, and they were opening thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of time capsules for free, basically. So they weren't spending money, and they were losing out on, DC was losing out on all that revenue. That's why they're upset. And don't let this fool you. If MEPS is listening to this, or anyone else that's in Daybreak, or anyone that loves MEPS, this glitch is 100. Like, let me speak slowly so you completely understand. This glitch is 100% MEPS Ted Stone's fault. I can tell you that because I know this is his fault. If he would have listened, and he knows, then this would never have happened. But he chose to ignore for whatever reason, and now we are where we are. I'm not going to touch on that more, but read between the lines. But that's about it, guys. If you have any questions or want to ask me anything in the comments below, go ahead. But I thought I'd clear up some of these misconceptions that a lot of players either have or not sure, because there's some people that are completely caught off guard by this. Other people knew what was going on and heard rumors and league chats and trade chats and stuff like that. So whatever the case may be, I hope this sheds a little bit more light on it. There's some other videos if you want to know how to do it. Cold Fusion's put some videos out because he did the glitch and kind of explained it a bit more. There's some DCO Stabilizer Truth video that goes into the drop rates from it's one of those anonymous style videos. You may have seen it on YouTube as well. But whatever the case is, if you got questions, put them in the comments below. I'll link MEPS's forum message as well, so you can read that statement as well. Take care, guys.